Hello viewers, welcome back to my language class topic 6. Today's topic is complement. I am going to discuss about the complements. First of all, you have to know what is complement. Complement is an element of the sentence without which the sentence, that is the predicate of the sentence, remains incomplete. But this element is not considered to be the object or verb or subject or anything else. Noun, adjective and adverb. That is here. First of all, kinds. Noun complements are of three kinds, such as noun complement. The noun complement again are of two kinds: noun complement to object, noun complement to subject. They made me captain here. By giving some examples, it will be clear. They made me captain here of, that is, the complete sense of the predicate. They made me captain. But made me captain is the predicate here. If you leave out predicate, king from the predicate, then the predicate remains incomplete. But if you leave king, still there are subject, verb and object, but it is not complete. It doesn't make sense. They made me. That is, king is required to be said to complete the sense of the predicate. That's why this kind of thing, that is not the object, but rather than object it is used, it is called complement. Again, in the next sentence, noun complement to subject, they became good players. Here, became, that is the verb, sometimes are VT and VI. If there is VT, after VT there must be the object. If there is VI, then VI need not take any object after it, right? And up to VI, the sentence is supposed to be complete. Or up to VI, the predicate gives the complete sense of the mind. But sometimes we see that after VI, if something is not given, the predicate remains incomplete. That something is called complement. And if it is a noun, it is called noun complement. If it is an adjective, it is adjective complement. Here it is good players, that is noun, a noun phrase. Players is the noun, okay? They became good players. If you leave good, then players, or good players, it is a noun phrase. But two words come together to function as a complement. Okay, it represents what? They. That is noun complement to subject. They. Complete. Next one, adjective complement. Adjective complements are of two kinds also. Adjective complement to object, adjective complement to subject. I find it easy. And up to this much, if you leave out easy from the predicate, then the predicate remains incomplete, right? Up to, if you write up to it, I find it. That is, it seems to me, or something else. What? It seems to me easy. That is, I find it easy. If you leave out easy, the predicate will remain incomplete. For what easy? That's why easy is called complement. And as it is an adjective complement, as it qualifies it, it is called adjective complement to object, it. Adjective complement to subject. She looks beautiful. She looks VI, right? VI, okay. Up to VI, it is supposed to be complete. That is, predicate is supposed to be complete. But it is not complete. Without which, beautiful, or anything else you can apply here. If, that is, she looks beautiful, then beautiful is necessarily needed to complete the sense of the predicate. That's why it is called adjective complement to subject. Then adjective complement to object, adjective complement to subject. Over. Now, adverbial complement. Adverbial complement means when there is adverb or adverbial phrase after any VI. Are, am, is, are. That is to be. To be verb. How many to be verbs are there? 8. Am, is, are, was, were, been, being, and to be. That is 8 be verbs are there. they are all used as VI, and other verbs meaning to be will be also used as VI, that is intransitive verb. And if they alone can complete the sense of the predicate, okay, then VI of complete predicate. But if we see that in all cases of VI of this sort, that is when these verbs are used as VI, that is to be verb, and other verbs meaning to be are used as VI, they must take any adverb or any adjective or any noun after them. If they are adverbs, they are called adverbial complement. If they are adjectives, they are called adjectives complement. If they are called noun, they are called noun complement. In this way, you can consider them complement. Here, then we can say in. We are in. We are. Where are we? We are in. That is, in is the adverbial complement, because without in, that is predicate will remain incomplete. That's why it is called complement. Again, in the playground, they are in the playground. Without in the playground, the predicate will remain incomplete. That's why it is complement. And as it is the adverb, how can you understand that is the adverb? That is, in the playground is an adverb, in is an adverb. I told you before that is, if you want to find out the adverb from the sentence, then ask the verbs. What? The questions like where, when, how, to what extent, how often, etc. Then answer to these questions come as the adverbs. Then in, it is answer to the question of where. In the playground, it is also answer to the question of where. That's why these are called adverb. And here it is direct adverb. If it is a preposition, there must be a noun after it. But here only this preposition is used without noun. And that's why it means where. It means the answer to the question of where. Again, in the playground. Here, direct adverbial phrase is there. In the playground, it is the answer to the question of where also. That's why it is called adverb. And without these two terms, you cannot complete the sense of the predicate. That's why these are called complement, and they are as they are adverbs, they are called adverbial complement. Now, now you can see more information you can get here. Make, call, name, elect, select, appoint, nominate. These are the 7 verbs. These verbs take NC of object after their IO. That is indirect object. That is after their object. Leave IO after their object. There must be a noun. That's why these are called factitive verb. When a verb takes a noun complement to object, it is called factitive verb. And this is a list of verbs which must take a noun complement after them. After VI, then next one, after VI. VI, that is such VI which are be verbs and other verbs which mean to be, such as become, appear, feel, look, etc. That is, become means what? To be. Appear means what? Suppose you appear healthy. What is you are healthy, right? To be. Feel. I feel what? That is, or something else cold. Feel. Look. You look nice. In this way, you can use them as VI. And when they are used as VI, they must take any noun or adjective or adverb. But when they are used as VI and take a noun or adjective, they are called linking verb. That is, Tom became a doctor. Became means what? I told you before, that is here. These verbs, be verbs and such verbs which mean to be. That is, became means what? Was. Looks means what? is, right? That is, Tom became a doctor. That is, Tom was a doctor. Tom looks tired. That is, Tom is tired. That is, after this kind of verb, there is this vi, there is a noun complement. Once in the sentence, first sentence, in the second sentence, there is an adjective. Now, we can come to the conclusion then, this kind of vi, if this kind of vi takes any noun complement or adjective complement, this vi is called linking verb, as it is written in these sentences. These are linking verb. In this way, you can explain more. If you study more from any websites, if you want to find how many linking verbs are there, how many factory verbs are there, you can check how many linking verbs are there. You can check how many. Okay. Now I think you got it, and more in the next class, topic 7. I will discuss about the details of complements. No more today, and thanks for watching my video. Bye.